Hi, my name's Lee Jackson, and I've been helping folks like you for many years. This is our video informational talks. This one is on dental. I want to talk about dental insurance in California. There's actually three kinds. There's PPO, HMO, and discount plans. Now let me start by saying most dental plans are not the greatest. They're not going to pay for everything. You're going to have out-of-pocket. Over time, dental plans have gotten smaller and smaller benefit-wise and given less and less and shouldered more of the burden to you, the consumer. So right away, I get a lot of complaints on dental plans. If you can go with the cheaper plans, believe it or not, they're actually better than the more expensive plans. So we're going to talk about them. Number one is PPO. PPO is the plan that allows you to go to virtually any dentist, and they pay a percentage of your bills. Now, if your dentist is in network on some of these plans, you pay even less when you go because they have to discount their rates. But most PPO plans allow you to go anywhere. And if you have a dentist you're in love with, that's the kind of plan you're going to want. And the reason that these dentists take these plans is because they don't want to discount their rates. So you have to keep that in mind. Are you willing to switch dentists? If you are, there are much more cost-effective plans out there that would really help you. But we're going to talk about PPO plans first. PPO plans pay a percentage. Now usually they have a deductible, small, $50, $100. They don't pay a lot per year. Generally they pay $1,000 to $1,500. That's it. So if I go to the dentist and I need $10,000 worth of work and I've hit my deductible and blah blah blah, whatever the percentages, the most they're going to pay out for me per year is $1,000 to $1,500. The rest I'm going to have to pay. So realize that if you need a lot of work, a PPO plan is not really the most cost-effective way to go. If you, again, go in their network, you do save money. They don't usually have copays on PPO plans. They have percentages. And usually when you go in for a cleaning and x-rays, it's usually 80 to 100% they cover. Then they go to the next type 2, which is cavities and things like that, and they cover another smaller percentage. And then the type 3 is the bigger stuff, root canals, crowns, dentures, that sort of thing. Now there are waiting periods for most of these things. So number one, preventative, which is cleanings and x-rays, no waiting period. Number two, when you go for cavities, usually it's a 6-month to 1-year waiting period to utilize it. And with some plans, the longer you have the plan, the more they pay. So if I go in the first year to get cavities, they pay less than if I go in the second or the third year. That's some plans. On the bigger stuff, it's usually a 1 to 2-year waiting period, and that's kind of what you need to think about. So orthodontics are covered on some of these plans also, but they don't pay very much. They pay like $1,000 a year when your bill is $6,000. So it's not the greatest way to cover these things unless that is what you want to do because you really like the dentist or you have a specific dentist you want to go to. Now with a lot of plans, there's no paperwork. The dentist does the paperwork, you just go in, you give me your card, bingo, you get a bill in the mail. Let's talk about HMO plans. HMO plans are a little bit different. They're mostly copay plans. So there's no waiting period, there's no annual maximums, there's no paperwork, there's no pre-existing problems, no deductible, none of that. Okay? So all you do is you go to a dentist on the list and you get a copay. And a lot of them are very reasonable. And you're talking about PPO plans start at about $39 a month and go all per person and go all the way up to $60 or so a month per person. HMO plans start at $8 a month for one person up to about $15 a month for if you want cosmetic and so on. The problem with HMO plans is this. The dentists and the lists of providers are small. And you have to be very careful because a lot of the people that take HMO plans are looking to capitalize on other things. Like they will come to you and say, yeah, we'll cover you for these things, but you might need other work that's not covered and here's what it costs. So you got to kind of watch out for that because generally you got to be careful of your dentist when you do an HMO or a discount plan and how, what are they trying to sell you. So you got to kind of watch that out. Now the last one is discount plans, and again you have a list of dentists you can go to and you get a discounted rate. And again, no waiting period, no deductible, none of that. With a discount plan, you can change dentists anytime you want. So if I go to a dentist and I'm not happy, I could change to somebody else. With an HMO plan, you can only change once a month. You're locked into a dentist for a month. and then you have to submit paperwork and change. Now, if you needed a lot of work, I would tell you to look at a discount or an HMO plan because you're going to get a lot better rate. There's no waiting period, and some of the prices will astound you on these plans. Discount plans start around $8 a month. HMO plans start around $8 a month. So if you have a family, you're talking on a PPO plan, it could be $100 to $300 a month. On an HMO or a discount plan, you're talking for an entire family $20 to $40 a month, and they're really reasonable. And you could even split up a family. You could take the parents, and they could take a PPO plan because they like a certain dentist, and you could put the kids on the HMO plan because it doesn't matter for kids, they're not going to use that much, or the other way around. It's up to you. I do have access to all these plans, and if you have any questions, I can certainly explain it to you. On the HMO and the PPO, there are no annual maximums of how much they will pay. But remember, they really don't pay. You have copays for everything. It's not percentages. And when I explain the copays to you, you'll be amazed. Some of them are very, very reasonable. So this is Lee Jackson. Let me give you my number again. If I can help you, I don't charge. I can explain these plans to you, do whatever it needs, whatever you need. My number is 310-756-5976. 310-756-5976. And I don't charge for any of the services that I provide. So please give me a call if I can help. Talk to you later. Keep your eyes open for more videos in this series. Bye now.